Donald Trump is now trying to make an excuse for posting this racist meme. The White House is now telling CNN's Elena Trine that a staffer at the White House made the post. The post was made at 11:30 last night. Do you really believe a White House staffer made it?
Trump understands white people. In an NBC interview, I think, he just said he is no longer doing mass deportations. He understands that every time he tells his base that he's not doing what they voted for, he has to post something racist or say something racist. This is like blatantly racist. He has Obama and Michelle with their heads on monkey bodies. 8 bodies. This is ridiculously racist, but he understands his base. His base is racist, and they will eat the racism instead of getting, what they voted for, right? It's okay that I'm not doing nothing for you. At least you're not black. It's okay that I'm not doing nothing for you. We have black people here we can make fun of. Isn't that enough for you? While I gain more money I think he's a billionaire now. If he's not, he's definitely worth hundreds of mils. Yeah, it's okay that I'm not doing anything for you. Hey, look, we got black people here we can make fun of. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I was born in 2000. Trump is in his 80s. He knows this is racist. He knows it's blatantly racist. He's not ignorant to that. I was born in 2000, May 3rd. I'm 25. If I know it's racist, if I know what it is, he knows what it is. And the people around him knows what this is. This is, hey, white people, I'm not doing anything for you. You will not get anything you voted for. And mass deportations is on that list now. Now it's official. They got the money when he did the big, beautiful bill, right? They got the money for ICE. Now it's just official that, hey, he's not even going to go through with it. You will not be getting mass deportations. Biden brought in 10 to 14 million. Trump is, at the end of his presidency, he'll probably get rid of 1 million. He did 300K this year. They're saying 2 mil. He's lying. 300K this year. Another 300K this year, probably. Another 300K. No more than 2 mil. So, yeah, that's what it is. Make sure you're following me on here, though. My YouTube is Prince Dearlove. I go live on there when I do my show. Follow me on here. Put your notification bell on when you follow me on YouTube. If you're not following me on Twitter, what are you doing? Prince Dearlove is all my socials. Let me know what you think in the comments, though.
Just know it was not in Nicki Minaj's contract for Trump to post the Obamas as monkeys online. Because as you right now are trying to be the spokesperson for gathering interest in the black community, the LGBT community, all these different intersections in America, to listen to the Republican Party instead of defaulting to the Democratic side, you want for us to listen to a party led by a man who would actually disrespect and degrade the first black president of the United States of America and his wife, the Obamas. You want for us to listen to that? That's why we don't mess with them. They don't even respect us. Like, you want black people, all of the different intersections of this country, to be a part of it seems very clear. I don't know why this would even need to have happened for us to have this realization, but because it did happen, even more so. Why would they, at the bare minimum level, don't respect us? They are equating us and portraying us as animals. And if you don't understand the historical context behind that in Black History Month, that is very concerning.
I almost feel bad for Tim Scott, because imagine being a black Republican in the age of the Epstein files. And if he had understood anything about how misogyny and racism are just part of white supremacy, he would probably not be so stunned that the president that he endorsed posted a racist meme. Also, check out the Young Black Republican group chat. Someone flashed the light from Get Out. Flash that light in their face. Maybe this meme will be the light that gets them out of the sunken place.
When you saw this meme that they posted this morning or overnight, Representative, what were your thoughts?
This isn't a shock for me, right? Like, people are more prone to try to police my speech than they are to policing the actions of this administration. And I'm gonna be real with you, Don, as somebody that serves on the oversight committee, You know, we know that yesterday he said, stop talking about the Epstein files, stop talking about the Epstein files, stop talking about the Epstein files. And guess what? He is the king of distraction, and he knows how to get us talking about something other than the Epstein files. Is it new that he's racist? Absolutely not. It is not new. This is not new. This is actually on brand for him. So for him, he doesn't care, right? Like, he doesn't care if people call him racist. But what he does care about is more of those files coming out, people having more time to pour through them, people realizing that the government messed up on certain redactions, that kind of stuff. I think that that's what we see going on.
For absolutely no reason whatsoever. I was thinking we could look at a couple of pictures of Barack and Michelle Obama. Without question, they are getting hotter with age. And that is something that only like truly beautiful people can do. They don't have that like fake plastic surgery filler look about them either. They just are naturally beautiful people who are aging hot. And I think that that's something that you can only do when you're not rotting from the inside out because you're a terrible, horrible person. And also when you are classically beautiful, which is also why I love looking at old pictures of them, because again, you can just see the like classic beauty. I believe one of the great measures of a man is the way he treats his wife, treats the women in his life. And whenever you see a picture of Barack and Michelle Obama, you can always see the love radiating out of him, how much he is obsessed with his wife. And you can see it too, the way he treats her with respect and love and adoration. That to me is a great measure of a man. I also love how you can always see their personality. They carry these immensely serious public roles, but they've also always been willing to show us this like silly, goofy side of them. And just like the way that their smile just like, you know, lights up their whole face. Oh, I am obsessed with this photo. Just like this tender moment, again, that just shows like their deep love. But just such a tender, beautiful moment. I love this photo. I don't know if you guys remember from the 2024 DNC, Michelle actually introduced Barack Obama, and she was styled to perfection. Her hair, her makeup, her outfit, like she was on point. And she introduces him, and he walks out looking like the hottest man in the room. And he's like, look at my wife. No, look at how hot my wife is. And everyone's like, no, seriously, look at how hot your wife is. And it really is a competition for who is hotter. Except that the answer is that they're both just truly beautiful people inside and out. And I think that, you know, again, for absolutely no reason at all, that these are the photos we should be talking about when we discuss Barack and Michelle Obama.
So, do you have any questions, John?
Mr. President, media post that you took down earlier today, the White House says that a staffer sent it. Who sent it, and are you going to fire them?
I looked at it. I saw it, and I just looked at the first part. It was about voter fraud in someplace, Georgia. There was a lot of voter fraud, 2020 voter fraud. And I didn't see the whole thing. I guess during the end of it, there was some kind of a picture that people don't like. I wouldn't like it either, but I didn't see it. I looked at the first part, and it was really about voter fraud and the machines, how crooked it is, how disgusting it is. Then I gave it to the people. Generally, they look at the whole thing, but I guess somebody didn't, and they posted, and we took it down, and we did it. You know, but that was a voter fraud that nobody talks about. They don't like to talk about that post. We took it down as soon as we found out about it.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I look at a lot of thousands of things. I looked at the beginning of it. It was fine. And they had that one post, and I guess it was a takeoff. By the way, a lot of people covered. If you look at where it came from, I guess it was a takeoff on The Lion King. And certainly it was a very strong post in terms of voter fraud. Nobody knew that was at the end. If they would have looked, they would have seen it. And probably they would have had the sense to take it down. But that was a takeoff on The Lion King. And a lot of people were covered on in different positions. So, but I spoke to Tim Scott. He was great. Tim is a great guy. He understood that 100%.
To call him a racist or to imply that he is one based on that video is very disingenuous and lacking context.
Well, too bad. Because let me tell you something. If you don't want somebody to call you that, then you don't do things like this. He didn't show Biden and everybody else. They just showed the Obama part. So it doesn't matter what it clicks and
But it
scrolls
wasn't.
to.
But they didn't do it on purpose,
This is an unforced
Chris, which
error.
is the issue. It is an unforced error, but that's very
what you
different than
say.
being vindictive about it and doing it on purpose. It is an unforced error.
Well, what
it's
good-
very
give me a
different
good
than
reason.
purposely clipping it to show that.
Well, first of all, it was absolutely purposely clipped to show the Obama part. It was just part of a much bigger video. That's not the beginning. Well, it's not the beginning of the video.
It was an automatic scroll.
It's not the first thing you would see.
It was an automatic, right, because it's the end of the video, which automatically scrolled into the next video. That's what happened.
Oh, no, I know. I understand how buffering and queuing works. What I'm saying is somebody
so that's what
made
happened.
a choice.
It was a vindictive portrayal of the Obamas.
You call it what you want.
And what happened...
Let me tell you something. If I do something like that, if I did that, first of all, I'd probably get fired. But if I did that, guess what people would call me? A bigot. You know why? That's a bigoted thing to put out. That's why. And we both know it.
So guys, if you're living under the rock, Donald Trump has come under fire. Of course, the president has come. President Donald Trump has come under fire for actually reposting a racist meme about the Obamas. Like, seriously, for goodness sake, like Barack Obama, the president Barack Obama has not been president for the last 10 years. So I don't know why President Trump will come over with his nonsense or shenanigans to do such a things. And I'll actually guess is the distraction from the Epstein files. Yes, guys, the distraction from the Epstein files and how people are just so comfortable with the racism that has been portrayed by Trump and his constituencies. Like, guys, it's not fair. It never has been fair, and it never will be fair. How we are just so I don't know. Someone was saying that even reminds me how someone was talking. I think I watched a YouTube video today where somebody was talking about. Is it not crazy that I'm trying to vomit what someone was saying? But it has something to do with what I'm trying to say. But she was saying that every day the people who are in power keep trying to push the boundaries on what the public can consider as how can I put it, what people will consider as, let's say, what's sensitive and not sensitive. And also that reminds me, like, for example, somebody was talking about how, who's the person I will not mention, she was talking about how it took her moving to a different city or a different surrounding. I've forgotten the word Americans normally use to describe a different setting. Like in Britain we'll say ends. Okay, like it took let's say going to different ends to discover that attending a funeral every day is not normal. Yeah. That's what she was saying, that it took her a lot for her, like, moving to a entirely different environment, like not the ghetto or whatever, just let's say an environment that was better than her previous environment, to like not to be to desensitize herself that attending a funeral was not every day, because that's crazy. Oh, today you're going to attend a funeral for this one because this one shot this one. Oh, I'm going to attend a funeral for this one. So it's all about sensitivity. They're trying to see how desensitized we are in the evil, like the evil that goes around the world. So I think, like, for example, the Epstein files, people say it was actually very gruesome, and people were saying it was just a form of desensitization. Yes, we have been pushing for those files to come out, but it's been a form of desensitization. Okay, let's push the boundary. Let's test. It's always about testing the fucking boundary to see how desensitized people are. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like how I don't even want to start saying events to my mouth that has happened, because it actually desensitized me a little bit on the inside. So it's all about the desensitization of people to see how far they could push it. So what Trump has just done in its own is desensitization to racism, and also a distraction also from the Epstein files, because right now we're not speaking about his involvement in Epstein files. We're speaking about we're also speaking about look at what he's just done. Look at what he's just done. Look at what he's just done. I'm sorry. People are saying he's not racist, but he understands he has a racist base. But I'm sorry. If you're let's say, if you're just prepared to take money in order to if you're prepared to take money in order to become to just play as a racist, I'm sorry, you are one. Then you're not playing as a racist, you're actually exercising your racist tendencies. Yes, and it's just crazy to me. I'm sorry, if you're prepared to take money to cosplay a racist, you're a fucking racist. And I don't care what the man was saying. He understands racism. He understands that his fan base is racist. It's nothing of that sort. I think you give people a lot of grace. A lot of grace to get away with a lot of rubbish. And that's what the man was saying. No, he's not racist, he's just cosplaying one. Shut up. What do you mean he's cosplaying one? Really? With the rubbish that he's been saying? And him being misogynistic, are you gonna say he's cosplaying that too? Because the rubbish that has been coming from his mouth in terms of misogynistic things and everything, he naturally was like that. He just hid it for far too long, because at that time he knew if he did some certain kind of things, especially when Obama was in power, in terms of, I'm not saying that President Obama was perfect, he was far from perfect. You understand? He's far from perfect. He is extremely far from perfect. And that is why, I can never longer be a Democrat or a Republican, because both parties are just so fucking messed up. And now, have you not noticed that ever since he took power, there has been this desensitization of racism, misogyny, the whole lot. Guys, seriously, I don't even know what to say now. But please, if you want to have a comment to say, do it respectfully. We can disagree, we can agree, but you have to do it respectfully. Thank you.